Hello everyone, this is Roger from Almost in Full Color. Like many of us, we play a variety of different games. Some of us like a more relaxing game. Some puzzle games, maybe a game on the phone. A good example of this is Donut County. You can see here, just simple little relaxing puzzle game. Other people might like action adventure, sports games, and then we have some people that definitely like their first person shooters. This is a genre that's very important to a lot of people. Here's some Overwatch footage from me. Overall, we as gamers enjoy various different types of games. I just wanted to put some clips of various ones. But there's always a slight problem in us playing these games. Most of us, when we try to go play these games, we're stuck here afterwards. Stuck in traffic, and this is very aggravating. We want to just get home and play our games. I wish there was a way we could take our anger out in a simulated area to get rid of these cars. This is where Wreckfest comes in. Wreckfest is a game developed by Bugbear that's out for the PC now and coming out November 20th to consoles. What makes this game unique currently now is a lot of our wrecking or just car combat games are very arcadey nowadays. And this is bringing back the simulation like Destruction Derby did on the PS1. And it plays like a great sim game. It's not like your Gran Turismo or Forza style, but it's just below that. You're not going to be flying through turns, e-braking through everything. You're going to have to take your time through some of them. This nice oval track here. You can see we're slowing down to about 50 and I messed up and started screeching tires and lost a lot of momentum. Another great part about this gameplay, there is many cars on the track at once. Here it's 16, but most of the time you'll have 24 or even 30. And this is nice to have in a game for once and all. The particles, the looks of the game, this capture was poor, I apologize. But it just looks wonderful. But you're going to be frustrated playing this game because it is a car combat game, so you're going to get a lot of bumping into and have this happen to you. So be prepared to be a little frustrated, but this is part of the game. Another thing that comes up in the simulation here, since it is a Destruction Derby game, you got the Destruction Derby. So welcome to Reverse World in some of these. I'll go over the other modes in detail later. But here you want to protect your car. Again, simulation game. We can't beat up our engine. We want to beat up the rear bumper. So here you can see I took 12 damage just by doing that maneuver incorrectly. If you play it like you do any other arcade game, you're going to have a little bit more fun probably. That was kind of cool looking. But notice I lost 46% of my health in just that one move. So since this, again, simulation, that has to be something to be aware of. But the damage system is wonderful and the gameplay feels great. It is worth it if you're big into simulation racing games. Career was a nice touch. You have 5 different national championships with a bunch of races inside them. You have your class restrictions that a lot of us are familiar with in simulation racing games. And make sure, don't make the mistake I did, buy different cars from regions in order to get races. Career introduces a tournament mode. Here's a raceway where the top 12 continue and you eventually win a trophy. So this varies it up and it's a lot of fun to do this, and you always have bonus targets. You also have the normal 4 stages of racing, and it's total points between each race, and whatever position you finish in the last race is where you go. There's 40 plus cars in this game with 21 different track areas. That's nice. It's a little short. And then the simulation game, we have our nice little upgrades. You can upgrade your armor, since this is Destruction. Your performance, and most of us will be used to this, to upgrade your car to a new class. And then, of course, you have your visuals, which is always fun to mess with. There wasn't too many options of visual. You had some goofy things, like I had a shark on top of my car at one point. But it was nice to do armor and performance to give you an advantage. And here we have our tuning. It's not detailed. It's a little small. After career, you're probably going to find yourself in multiplayer. There was a decent community on the PC when I was doing this. What I liked a lot here is when you joined a lobby, you can watch what's happening. You didn't have to wait in this text field and just sit there for the next race. So it was awesome to watch other people race and get a feel of what this server has to offer. While racing, I was actually amazed that many people were playing fairly. I mean, of course, it's a bumping game, so we had some of that interaction. But a lot of people were taking it serious, and it was fun. You see this one guy tried to spin me out, and it didn't work well. But this was a great touch. Where the game really shined to me was the various game modes. Here I started a custom race in a car against harvesters. This was fun because it just made a bunch of noise on the track and made it hard to maneuver. It was just 2 laps here, but you can see this was a figure 8 race and it caused problems. Here you're in a super van, that's what they call it, it's a 3-wheeled vehicle, and this is part of career where you had to race all school buses. So you can see it gets a little tight and you have to bounce around to stay in first. These were very interesting twists. It made the game a different challenge. Sometimes slightly frustrating, but the variance just helped a lot. And it was fun just watching buses go everywhere where you're trying to swerve. Another thing in career you were racing against all super vans in your one bus, and the goal was to wreck 8 opponents, as you see on top. This was just fun to do. I have no other thing on this to mention, but just seeing these cars flip around, I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if this is really great gameplay, but on the fun factor, it was amazing. Actually, the one mode I found myself playing a lot was at the beginning of career, was the lawnmowers. So when you start the career, you start lawnmower racing. It makes sense, start from the very bottom. But the ragdoll physics of being in an open vehicle, open frame vehicle, was like just wonderful. You felt the impact of the hits, like that guy just went flying. It was just a joy to play with. And to go with the simulation thing, you notice all the mowers had a guardrail. This is a different type of demolition derby that's currently happening now, which is time-based, which you can destroy your car and come back. Your goal is just to take as many people out. But again, this game mode was just wonderful. I enjoyed myself playing this. If you play this game, definitely check out the lawnmowers. That's all I can say. You'll be amazed at how slow vehicles will be fun, and racing them was fun too. In the PC version, we did get 2 little bonus games. I'm not sure if they'll be on the console. The first one is this Santa shooting game. It was just some creative thing. The second one was this nice little demo of the next car game that was promoted a while back. And it was like more of a playground. You can see I'm shooting boxes out. And it was just cars going everywhere and just having fun. And as I take this turn, you have plenty to interact with in this world here. I actually enjoyed playing this little demo a lot. As you can see, it's a pre-order exclusive, so hopefully it'll be on console just to test out. I jumped through an airplane engine, damaged my car. So the physics from the actual game is in this, but it's more of the goofier side, which is a nice break sometimes. Like if you're struggling with the racing, you can just come here, clown around a little bit, and then get back into the game. Here I made 3 points in basketball, and you go into these grinders, which does wonderful work to your car. Again, the physics are amazing in this game. Overall, I give this 4 out of 5 cars. I enjoyed the game a lot. The simulation racing was wonderful. I had fun. The reason I took a star off was the content. There was 40 cars, but in career you can only race against certain ones, which feels limiting, and there's only 20 environments. With DLC, I do see this coming like 4.5 stars, or maybe even 5 cars. Thank you for your time.